Hello my fellow scratchers, it's me Ink Nightmare 925, also known as Ink Nightmare, that deck puppet. I just changed my name to 925 because it seems simpler. Anyways, so as many of my followers know, or scratch followers know, yeah, I made Plants vs Zombies in Scratch. It's not really like the real game, but it's good enough. A good enough game for people to like, share. And people have given me 98 views, 8 likes, and 7 favorites. Yes, there are glitches, as I said. I put in some checkpoints and also a coming tutorial. I'll be posting it on this Saturday. Actually, not this Saturday, but maybe Sunday, somewhere in the weekends. But as I was saying, so I'm going to be reviewing this game until as much as I've coded, and so you can get an idea of how this game works, and I will show you a bit of the inner coding and how it works. And there are a lot of variables, so please get a paper and pencil when we are using our tutorials, or at least for the Plants vs Zombies. We start off with 50 sun and we're on day 1, and a floating button, nothing suspicious. This button leads us to the plants, and the cheat code for getting more plants is 7, which sets your seed count to 100, I guess. So we have these many plants as max, and all the plants will come here, but for now we have a pea shooter, safflower, walnut, a potato vine, and a cherry bomb. Let's go and let's see how we manage. I'm pretty sure you should be able to get like 2 sunflowers at the go. Yeah, I have 2 sunflowers, and with potato vine it's a good strategy. Hmm. Oh, okay. So this is the conehead type of zombies, or in this case robots. Change their costume to robots, but for now I've made it simpler so then it shows their health and all. But later on in the game, I'll make them zombies, but then they'll be small because I don't want for them to overlap the lane. They can at least come from this side to this side. Cherry bone. So it's easy to get suns here, but it's also difficult. So there are also a few custom-made plants I made. So there is a toxic chomper, a magma pea, and a frost pea. They're like upgraded versions of each chomper, fire pea, and snow pea. Also, as you can see, yeah, the pea spawns a bit differently because it's behind the tile. But also, I might actually make some changes. So you can see me while I do some changes, and I have a lot of sprites going on. I have a tile sprite, I have a seed packet sprite, I have a play button sprite, I have a slot pad sprite, the start level, a ready set plant, all the plants, the suns, sun display, normal peas, flower suns, Z robots or the zombies, the zombie wave, that's the progress bar up top. We have the one block explosion, we have the 3 blocks explosion. We also have a light fill, which is when you win, shovel to dig, that you need to press space and hold. You have the snow piece, fire piece, chomp, toxic chomp, frost piece, lava piece, and the loose condition, we have some spikes or spikes and metal spikes. We also have the days, that's up top here, they disappeared. A rotten piece, a scooper, and a circus baby claw. Yes, I'm including FNAF in here because I'm a FNAF fan, and I just make some custom characters as mixing both PVC and all. So, anyways, I was going to fix the problem of where these things appear. So, normal piece. So, plants, make it show. Okay, hold on. Let me just do a create clone of myself. Yeah. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, so I'm going to switch the costume to t-shirt costume. It even show this show at least. So for now, there's a lot of code and it's lagging now, recording. But at least it's not as laggy as or a lot of loading needed for as I have in my FNAF 1 game. And yes, that game is quite broken, but it still has some basic functions and maybe it can work. Yeah, that's 0 0. So yeah, so I want to add some exposition also and make it go to front layer because I don't want it to go to back layer because the tiles are the ones who go to the back layer. I don't want that. So go to front layer. But then that means in front of the pea shooter. So hold on. Let me just look. Let me get my sensing here. Sensing and backdrop of stage. And instead of stage we need the plants. So I've made it that each pea shooter type of plant or pea shooter related plant, they have the same size and shape. The only difference is their accessories and colors and maybe a heat or a heat spot below them, and that's the only change. And same for the sunflowers and chompers and spike rock, spikeweed, etc. So we need the plants. So that means if I create each clone, all of them will have the same thing, and even if it's the other piece like repeater, they'll still have the same exposition. So go to exposition plus 50 and Y position plus 50. See how this goes. Maybe make it 13. So just in case, this is not a Plants vs Zombie 1 or 2. This is a different game that has the combination of both. And so it will have plant food later on in game, maybe in version 2.5, something like that. And also, I remember a comment here. So let me just see where this comment is. First, let me just add this here. Okay, that's it. So there's a comment that complained about pea shooter does more damage. Yeah. So okay, I need to reply to that. 1.5 to 2.5, something like that, and it's quite random. Yeah, that glitch. That's what I responded to. Also, leave it. Okay. Anyways, protect imposter. We are saying this. This will come later on in the game, but it has higher fire rate and more damage. It's in update 2.5 where you can update the game. Because in the first game it took like 5 plus 3, like 8 shots to completely destroy a zombie. Here you just do it in 5 shots. So that's even more damage from the original game. And 2.5, I'll make it sure that we can upgrade the plants here, and I'm adding it later on in the game because that's how PVC did in the first game, and just made the better graphics and all. And I think it is sensible to do all the upgrades later and the shops later on because this is the main game and we need to complete the original or main game first. So anyways, let's go on with the gameplay. So as you can see, the tiles are interactive. You can make them bright, and if I hold space, I have the shovel and I can dig up some plants. Yes. Okay. And if you're saying that maybe it's too fast or too slow, this is the original speed of the zombies, as much they travel from the tiles. And if you're asking me why is the game so small, um, that's how the original game is actually bigger. But I want to add some background to my game too. And plus, this might be the highest you can go for the lawnmowers if you want any lawnmowers here. Why not? The So these are the orange zombies or the conehead zombies. They just have a higher health. This has about 20, not 20, but like 30 maybe. The basic zombie has 10 health, and the other zombie has like 30, and maybe this one 50. And if you're asking like how do you defeat him and why is he coming on day one? Well, everything is random, quite random, and we can already defeat them by just doing that. Also, these are the fast zombies. These are faster than the other zombies, and these have about 20 health. So maybe the other one did have 30 health or something. I'm not quite sure with my this. Maybe the basic zombies actually have uh, 5 health, and then I'm not really sure with my code. It's been a long time since I've looked into the code of the HPs. There's a walnut, and if you ask me why did I animate the walnut, I mean he's a happy guy. So maybe we should add a animation for him. And this is the wave progress bar. If you're asking why it is so small, it's because I want in the final boss battle or later on in the night it will grow. I have no way to make it grow except using normal variable method of making it bigger. So later on in the game it will get bigger and bigger, and by night it should be fully, I don't know, like this size or a medium size, I guess. And if you're asking me about why is there no reload here, for that reason, the reload I don't want to. How do I say it? The reload I'm making it later on in the game because I don't want to keep frustrating myself here, and also I don't really have a load up animation, so I might just use the brightness. And so, and also yes, these give 50 sun. All the suns here, they give 50 suns, and um, you're asking me why do I have the original cost? It's much better. I mean, I don't know if all of the characters from the first game that are in the second game have the same cost. I haven't really looked it up. This last one, he should be the last zombie, yep. And we get the repeater. You see that the seed packets are gone, but the and as for these suns loading in, it will stop after some time, and they will stop shooting their piece after some time, but they'll still animate. When I press this button, all of them delete. And there's the light fill. And then everything is back to normal except we are on day 2 and 50 suns. So now we have a limit here. So we can only have about 6 plants, but I will add a case where you can have more seed packets like on the top, like how you have it in the PC games. And I might make it a bit smaller here since many people might use full screen anyways. This should be where the first zombie comes in. There. And then also there's a type of gargantua zombie, not really a gargantua, but like a bigger zombie, a tougher zombie. He takes up 2 lanes, and that is a good advantage. Except this advantage also has a cost because that guy has about 60 health, and when he's on low health, he gets faster. And we already have dealt with enough fast zombies here, so if his speed changes a lot, we're going to be in big trouble. Repeater, why not? You can say shoot 2 speeds. So repeaters are actually perfect for this case here with these fast zombies. I don't really need the pea shooter anymore since the sun gave me enough for starting with the repeater itself. But it's during night time which is difficult because in the game sun is quite less frequent, and yes, I added a night mode in this. It comes on day 11 or 10, something like that. And if you're asking about the conveyor belt level, I'm not really adding them, not really adding those guys. The so oh, yeah, tight situation here. So if you're asking like maybe why these plants are just get spawning on top of the repeaters sometimes, or they're spawning like you get 3 pieces from one repeater, because I'm using one variable for everything here, the counter variable. Not sure if many of you know this, but I found this method from Warframe, so subscribe to him. He's a good tutor, and that's how I started Scratch, because of him. So please subscribe to him. And also don't forget to subscribe to me just in case. It's free, there's no money needed, and you'll get notifications if I post any new videos or post your comments, or just in case I make some shots, not the pan shots, but like how you have that shots beta on your phones, the YouTube phones. And also if you're asking why the bucket head doesn't have the clang sound, I'll add it later on in the game. Okay, it's going good so far. I have thousands on here. Okay, we are done with the second day. Now we are coming to day 3. So I don't really want to waste so much time on doing display for everyone. So I'll do everything one by one here. Uh, and yes, I have cheat codes for now in game, but later on when I finish the whole game and I don't need to make any changes in it, or maybe a few changes but it doesn't involve any plans, but just the upgrading, seed packet changes, etc., then yes, I'll do it. But for now I'm going to use this and the cheat codes. So anyways, if you're asking what the cheat code is, it's PVC5. So here are the custom plans here. So let's put our first one on display. This is the fire P. He does more damage than any regular P. He does like 2.5 damage. So he should take out this guy in a few shots. But it worries me because this guy is having a cone hit beside him. Next what we have in display is the frost P. It's basically like the Snoopy, except it's like a repeater Snoopy, and it makes your stuff slow. I forgot to completely display the Snoopy, sorry about that. We also have the Chomper. So wait for some time. And then we also have the Magma P, who is completely like the Frost P, except he shoots balls of magma and completely one-shots a basic zombie. Put him here, Conehead dies from one shot. So what I think a good combo is making them fast and slow again. There, done in a few shots. Next, let me just delete all of these plants here. Next, what I have up on display is the Toxic Chomper. So he basically shoots these very weird toxic chomps. They are smaller than the original chomper, but that's because the toxic has drained them. I'm just adding a bit of story to the game. And you don't really see them animating the toxic chomp or so. So you see that instead of the eating animation that the chomper does have, he has a different animation. So next, what we have on display is the Snoopy. I already displayed these guys. There's some suggestion case and the toilet and sure, my Afton. These yellow plants are the premium plants or plants that are from another game. Not really from another game, but their names or their looks and their abilities are from another game. So just in case, if you don't know, this is Michael Afton's pea shooter or Michael Afton style pea shooter. So let's see what all of these can do. So we first have the snow pea. The snow pea is uh, basically the first pea that we have, but he shoots only one pea. I'm waiting for the zombies to come. Okay, there. So it does slow them down. But it does low damage. So what we could do is use this guy. This guy is the Spike Rock guy. Or he's Spike Rock. He's a spike weed, and if zombies come near him or come to this area, they're going to get spiked. So if I use him here, they're going to slow down. So this is basically a good area. We can also use the spike weed. He's basically a plant version of this guy, and he does less damage and less expensive. So we need to question that why do I have those. So that's a good use if you really want it. I'm gonna just fill this whole area up with them. So the frost pea also would be a great strategy here. I'm trying to get things really quick here. So we also have the tall nut, which is basically the walnut but taller, and I'm planning to make a zombie where they fly over, just like how you have the balloon zombie here. Didn't mean to place in there. So this guy is the walnut with more health, so he can stand a gargantuar, I guess, like 2 times. Uh, so this was the glitch that my friends were talking about, yeah, or the other scratcher that was talking about. So this is a good strategy if you have these plants. So maybe you can use it for night time, I guess, but you'd have frostbite by then. So next, let's display these plants. We have Michael Afton and the CB. Let's just PVZ5. Okay. So now we have a Michael Afton and the CB. These are the premium ones. So he basically shoots toxic peas. They're heavier, slower, but it does poison the zombie, and meaning it does damage, and it slows them down. Yeah. Should two-shot the basic zombie, and in a few seconds we should see a scooper come out of the sky. That's right, a scooper. Yeah, and got him. It one shots almost anything. It like take a few shots to do the Gargantua zombie and the night vision zombie. I do have an almanac in the instructions page, so you can read that page just in case you don't understand anything. Um, okay. Um, so you can keep the Michael Afton, or you can get the CB flower or circus baby. They don't really do anything except give suns at 2 suns, maybe. I'm not sure, but they give suns quite at rare times. But just wait until he comes close. That's right. By this area, the zombies are destroyed, and it does one shot a bucket head, maybe. And it regains 1 health, and yep, and also gives suns. It converts it basically. So you can have like tons of these on the front row, but I'm going to add some harder zombies also, so you can't just one shot these things. Like they're going to be Tarzan zombies, or I don't know, big giant guy. I can't pronounce it right. Yep. You see that just 2 shots, both of them. Okay, and you can't really manually activate them. So this is based off the Circus Baby animatronic from FNAF sister location of Five Nights at Freddy's sister location of Five Nights at Freddy's 5. I'm talking so loud. So you can just keep them on the front and then it should be good. But except it's going to be night time. So in the nighttime mode, I'm going to make it where the how do you say it? The zombies are stronger at night. There are zombies that are strong at night, and there's zombies that are weak at night. There's plants that are strong at night, just as Michael Afton and the circus baby flower. And we also have the ones that are weak to night, like the regular sunflower. Just wait for them to come. And I'll also make the spawn rate in night higher, so it's going to be difficult. And I've seen, so if you're going to complain why it's too difficult, it's not really that much of a difficulty though. And if you're going to ask what is this guy and why is there another pea shooter and sunflower, it's because it repeats the seed count here. So right now I don't have any names for these guys or no display for these guys. I mean, I did put a question mark there, so I'm going to let you guys choose in the comments what type of plant you want from which game, and I'll create them. It could be from Minecraft, it could be from Fortnite, it could be from, let's say, Undertale, or I don't know, anywhere. And also tell me which plant is it related to. A chomper, cherry bomb, repeater, a mushroom, tall nut, spike rock, potato mine, I guess, a sunflower or a pea shooter, or some cases cabbage pult, and many more. You can check the Plants vs Zombies wiki and see which plant you like and take any character from any game. But anyways, that's all for the display of what the plants are as things have come in. And let's just see the zombie almanac. Basic, green and plain, no armor and easy to kill. Wood, that's orange or cone you can say. Basic but with an armored shield or armored windshield, sorry. And then grey, or that's grey and bloody, a very heavy booster that doesn't work, attached along with a weed remover that barely works. So actually I'm going to do this, how to say, I forgot what you call it, a cow catcher maybe? I think that's what you call them. I'm not sure. You see them in those zombie trucks and all. They have the front part. That's the bucketed type of zombie. So let me do the cow catcher. I'm pretty sure it's called a cow catcher. Then no, that barely works. So he does no damage almost. Then we have Agent version 1.0, Black and Slick. That's the fast zombie that we've seen. He has a working booster because he's faster and a red laser powered windshield. I just made up that story because he's like a red in color, and I'm going to make sure that applies in the night, where if it's dark, you can. Uh, so when it's night time, you have to wait for 1 second, and then if the agent guy is left, so agent guy, if he's alive for 30 seconds, I guess, then he'll spawn in a laser that can fall from anywhere from the top, and it hits a plant, maybe. So the and it doesn't delete until it hits the ground. So it can pass through the plants right through. We also have a night vision which is green and twice as big. We haven't met him quite much. So let's try to meet him then. Um, Attributes check. If day mode is equal to night. Okay, yeah, so the costume is based off the HP they have, and there might be a glitch where this guy spawns in here, and that's the whole case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the zombie HP to 60, so you can meet this guy, and I'll show you how the night mode works. So pretty sure the night mode is here. Day 5, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10 and day 11, and we are on night mode, and the music changes into a sort of scary piano and it's faster. So I just basically changed the pitch. So play. Let's just get the OP guys here because I don't want. So if you see, the sun is very difficult to get here. I'm pretty sure I added that code. Yep. So and then 6 to 15 seconds, or by night mode it's on 9 or 30 seconds. Yes, very hard. So please go there. I'm trying to record a video here. Hello. Okay, there. Now it went away, and I guess a cherry bomb. They see, I don't know if you'd notice, but the sunflower gives sun at less moments, or maybe it goes. I haven't really done much of a coding, and that's my idea basically. This is weak here at night, so less sun. What else? Magma P, he does a lot of damage, and not really anyone else needed. So let's just go. PVZ5. So now every zombie we meet should be our favorite gargantua type guy. I want to be prepared for this guy because I gave him 60 health. Yeah. So there he is. In all of his glory. So you see, this is basically almost two bucket heads here actually. Uh, yeah, they aren't. They just yeah. So when they get faster, they flash as this green light. So why I'm choosing the what is it? The Michael Afton guy here is that well basically he has the scoop up which removes half the health of this guy. Yeah, and we haven't seen any glitches so far that he's like on top. So let me just see how it works out. I'm pretty sure zombies. Okay, yeah. So you see that he's on top. So that's the thing there. So what would be quite useful there is the three-peater or the scoper. And I can just make up with saying that it's, I don't know, walking on the fence. That would be very weird. Okay, he is fast again, and okay, took him out. Or what you could do is use the magma pea. He does a lot of damage. Um, this is the first time that something actually survived him for a long time. Yeah, that's the first sun that we have seen that's come on the ground. I've only been gaining sun from here, and I've only gained like 100. Well, I did use for these guys, so I guess I haven't coded in the night code. But anyways, that's all for this type of coding, and not coding basically, but this is a teaser. And if you want to see any changes here to this game, you can just come to my project, and I'm also going to set this to my most trending or featured project. I don't know why it is FNAF shooter. It should have been the Plants vs Robots, because this game, as many people know, or many I don't know DVC fans know, um, yeah, this project is very difficult to make. I've seen people use the X and Y positions, but it's very pixelated, just like how this guy is pixelated here. I'm really bad at editing. But as you can see, I also have the Finance at Freddy's 2 prototype. So I will add that game later on, or work on that game later on. But I want to focus on Plants vs Robots because it is one of my best games. Much, much better. So, this is my favorite project, and if you want to see any changes here, you can just comment down below, and I'll be seeing you in the next video I make. Bye, guys.